ask you guys a tough question. Which offense are you personally more confident in heading into this weekend? Bucs playing on fire or Saints who are finally back together full strength?
I'm scared of the Saints because I feel like they haven't had that big offense in, 3 months. And it's been this like simmering thing. They're winning games and Taysom Hill was in. I'm scared of the Saints. I feel like that offensive explosion is bound to happen. They've got so much talent. And now that Kamara and Thomas are... And yet, who's been playing better football the last few weeks? The Buccaneers have been playing better football and have been better on offense than the Saints. So I would say right now, who's playing better offense? It is the Bucs, and they were terrible against the Saints the last time they saw them. So for the Saints to come in here, they're not scared of the Bucs. And yet, the way that this team looks, they look like a totally different football team than they did the last time these two teams played. But don't get it twisted. The Saints are not a team that's trying to win 21-10 every week. The Saints, they want to put up 45 and 52. Trust me, Sean Payton's not looking to win conservatively. He'll win any way it takes. But I could see this one being an absolute shootout. I could see this one being like 45-42.
No kidding.
I honestly can. I see the Buccaneers being unstoppable on offense, and I see the Saints having something ready for the rest of the league, saying, don't forget about us. I think this one's going to be a shootout. Defenses are good. The offenses are great.
Yeah, Peter, and the quarterbacks are even better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In this matchup. Look, the Buccaneers are playing great football right now. They're not as beat up as they were in that last matchup. I talked about it yesterday. They had a backup offensive lineman there, and Tom Brady was hit a number of times. He threw 3 interceptions in that last matchup. This Buccaneers offense is humming right now, and I think they're figuring out their identity. I think they figured out that they are a running team. At least their offensive line is a run-blocking team, and Tom Brady can be deadly in the play-action pass game. Check out these numbers from their wide receivers since their bye week in Week 13. Mike Evans, 28 receptions, 512 yards, 2 receptions since Week 13. Antonio Brown, 27 receptions, almost 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. Chris Godwin, 5 more touchdowns. Rob Gronkowski, 3 more touchdowns. All since their bye week, and they had a perfect bye week for an old quarterback. The late bye week, Week 13. It's the best. It's like, oh my goodness, like the perfect bye week. So when I look at this offense and how they're coming together, I just don't see how the Saints defense is going to stop all of the weapons that Tom Brady has right now, especially if they run the football like they did last week.
I agree. However, I have a question for the table. Can anybody here at the table capably drive a stick shift car?
Oh,
anybody?
yes.
Mike can do it.
Yeah,
Adam's
Kyle.
Adams has struggles.
Yeah.
No, Peter, I'm going to guess that's
it.
a no for you.
That's
all
my
right, then,
favorite
Mike, you would
cars.
understand. The Bucs are in fifth gear. They're in fifth. They're all the way in the upper right. They're doing 105 miles an hour. The Saints are like, they can't find third or fourth. They're going, it's wrong. They're in neutral. They're shaking it. They're going down. They can't find the right gear. But I say the Saints are the answer to this question because I think they're about to. Here's why. After about a month of not having Michael Thomas, the reigning Offensive Player of the Year, you find out he's going to play in this game. Oh, my gosh, he's going to start the playoff game. The Saints receive. It's a touchback. Came out to the 25-yard line. What is the very first play that they run?
Get him going.
How's this out? They go right to Thomas.
Oh, yeah.
Not even a hesitation. This is the first play of the first script that Peyton draws up for the first playoff game. It's a ho-hum little 5-yard catch. 2 plays later, they go to Thomas again. And this was, to me, a statement of like, I'm good. I am not 70% out here. I am Michael Thomas, who caught about 200 passes last year. I am the guy. And this is why I think they're about to find fourth. Okay. And if the Bucs aren't careful, they're going to find fifth. They're a car that has a fifth gear.
Doesn't every single year,
yes,
something happens with the Saints and around this time of the year, whether it was a long pass with Stephon Diggs or a missed call, something happens. Every single year with the Saints.
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about which offense you have most confidence in going into.
We got to keep it real.
Why, what's it going to happen to the offense or something?
No, I'm just saying we got to keep it real. Like at the end of the day, Sean Payton, Drew Brees, they should have more Super Bowls. I'm just being honest. They should be more successful. Okay.
So is it bad luck or is it on them?
Let's go to the phones.
I think it's on them.
Let's go to the phones, everybody. I like that you brought up Michael Thomas. I want to say Deontay Harris, I'm sure you saw, had an awesome game. They had no answer for his speed out there, and I think that happens because Michael Thomas left the game. He wasn't out there, and other guys had to step up and develop chemistry with whoever was the quarterback at that time. Deontay Harris is going to be a factor in this game. I'll also say I have more faith, I have more confidence in the Saints because of Alvin Kamara. I think he's going to be the deciding factor in this game because they're feeding him the ball now. Crazy numbers. And you're our resident. We have 2 running backs here at the table today. In his first 64 games of his career, he never had 20 carries in a game, Kyle. What? He's now gotten 20 plus in each of the Saints' last 2 games. This is a really tough run defense Tampa Bay has. Really, really tough. Back in week 1, he only had 12 carries for 16 yards, but they got him involved in the receiving game, and that's what I expect to see here. He caught 5 for 51, scored 2 touchdowns, so get him involved through the air. I don't think that the Bucs can stop him that way. I think what they do with him, giving him 20-plus touches, needs to happen to get away.
Vontae Davis,
I think it's why the Devin Bush news is huge.
Devin White,
Devin White, Devin Bush on the Steelers.
Yep.
Devin White, last week the Bears didn't have Roquan. We talked about it a lot. Look what happened. And it's funny you mentioned Deontay. That, like, Bruce Arians said that yesterday. He's like, that's the guy who scares me. He just
terrifying.
watched that Bears tape and he was open every single play.
It's an interesting dynamic. We talk about Breeze and Brady so much and how much they respect each other. Arians and Sean Payton are great friends, like great friends. And if you go to any of these owners' meetings or you go to the Combine, these guys are always rolling together.
Really?
This is a great, great game between two guys who have a lot of respect for each other and view each other as offensive visionaries.
It's funny, it's McVay LaFleur too.
Because
they're like best bros, right?
Absolutely.
And offense.
This is it. Two guys who look at offense in a very different way than the rest of the league. I think we're going to get a lot of points.